I think because of that, it's difficult with YouTube because you're on your own. They say that the very first few seconds of a video, you're meant to tell the viewers exactly what they're going to get from watching the video. But so far, in all of my last vlogs, I've just introduced the channel. And so today, I wanted to do it differently. I just wanted to start with a different sentence or a different intro, because this is all about documenting my journey, trying things out, trying to see what works, apologies for the noise, and work out if what I'm learning, what I'm reading, what I'm watching is actually actionable, that if I'm doing things right. So I've just realized I haven't got my headphones on, and obviously as people are walking past, I do find myself feeling self-conscious, as you would know. So let me just put my headphones on now because I completely forgot. I was just excited to start the vlog. So I've already gone over the first few seconds of the video, but today I wanted to start with saying thank you very much for everyone who has so far subscribed to the channel. At the moment, I've got 102, and I'm very pleased with it because when I first started, I had no idea how I could gain any subscribers. And I'm going to be honest, a few days ago, I went to bed and I saw that I had 98 subscribers, and I just wondered, how can I get it up to 100? I went to bed. The next day, I woke up, and when I had a look later on that day, I had 102. So I don't know what I did. I mean, obviously I was wondering, I was asking myself, what can I do to get it up to 100? I didn't do anything. And it's actually showing me that if you put work and effort into something that you enjoy doing, you will reap the rewards in some way, somehow. And sometimes you don't even need to do anything, as in you don't need to actually actively try to gain or to do or to try to convince or try to, that was funny, try to convince anyone of anything and trying to sell or trying. So the point is, I'm gonna be honest again, for this vlog today, I had no idea what to talk about. I had no idea what to say. I had no idea what to do next. I was literally wondering, what am I supposed to talk about now? Is what I'm doing actually working? And I mean, I've been creating lots of shorts, videos that I'm posting on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is doing well so far so good. It's growing slowly, which is great, and I'm having fun there. And YouTube, I'm creating these vlogs that are long forms, and obviously this is a trial, and I had to remind myself of that because today I actually was writing topics and I was just wondering, what should I talk about? How can I do this? And how can I pique interest? And how can I get people to click and stay and watch till the end? And I was really trying to listen to advice from other YouTubers that I'm following. And all those advice are great, but it's hard to put in practice because I don't know why. I feel that we are programmed to think that we should have somebody above us validating our actions, validating our work. So I'm used to having either a parent or a teacher or a boss telling me that what you're doing is great, keep it going, and you could get either a raise or you could get promoted or you could get a thumbs up or whatever. And I think because of that, it's difficult with YouTube because you're on your own. You are doing something that you enjoy, which in my case is filming, capturing moments, traveling, going about places and trying to to make it as a travel content creator, because I want to create travel content. I want to create content because I love it and I want to travel, and this is a path that I want to be on. I want to keep on doing this for the rest of my life as a full-time content creator. Let me show you this because this is great. So we are now where the Millennium Bridge is. We have St. Paul's Cathedral at the back. Lovely background music, and look at the sunset. That's the Tate Modern. This is a lovely summer's day. We are September 3rd now. Just after 6 p.m. in the evening. Nice and quiet and peaceful. Okay. So to get back to what I was saying, I do get distracted, as you could see. But to get back to what I was saying is that you do wonder if what you're doing is right or not. And it's difficult to really know unless you just keep going. And but once you start with something, and I know you see a little bit of growth. So when I'm posting something, I will see a little bit of views here and there, some likes and subscribers, which is great. So that always makes my day whenever I see that my subscribers count goes up, because that is telling to me that people are interested. And I really do not take 102 for granted. It is a small number, but it's much bigger than when I first started, which I never thought I would reach 100. I mean, not that I never thought I would reach 100, I just never even thought about it. I did not even think that anyone would be interested. Oh, there's a little dog. Hello. Okay, apologies. And so this is what I mean, is that you don't know if what you're doing is right or not. So I had to just keep on creating vlogs and posting them and seeing if it works and seeing feedbacks. And I really appreciate all the comments that I've received so far. They are very encouraging and supportive. I'm very, very happy. And yeah, that always makes my day also. So far I've had really positive and encouraging feedback and comments. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, I thank you so much for the 102 subscribers who have subscribed so far. But yeah, so what I was saying is that it is difficult. It is very difficult because you are alone. You are on your own, and you know, you do doubt. You have doubts. You just wonder, am I doing the right thing, or are people bored? Or like, for example, I'm doing my thumbnails. I know that my thumbnails could probably need, they need to be better, probably, but there's nobody telling me, okay, you should do this and you should do that. You are practicing. So when I'm practicing, I'm trying different things, and I'm amending things as I go along. And this is what this journey is about. You are basically walking on your own alongside other people who are also doing the same thing. They are trying to help you, giving you advice, but really this journey is by yourself. You're trying to do what you love doing, and amend it and adjust it to what they are telling you to do. Because obviously everyone's journey is different. What you're doing is not going to be necessarily the same as someone else. It may not work. What they're doing and what they're telling you to do may not necessarily work for your content. And this is what I'm finding out. I am trying to do what I'm listening to, but at the same time, I don't want to stick to what someone else is doing either. I want to test things out, trial things. And this is what I remembered then, because I was really wondering, what should I do today? What topic should I talk about today? What can I do to get people to click on the video and want to watch it till the end? Let me stay here actually, because this is quite a nice location and it's nice and quiet. And then I really spent most of the day thinking about it and wondering what should I do. And eventually I just realized, because you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, and I realized that, look, I started this vlog, this series of 30 vlogs. I want to do 30 days or 30 vlogs. I started it so that I can play around and test things out and see what works and make mistakes. I don't have to have these 30 vlogs to be perfect right away. And this is that's the aim of it. That's the aim of this whole thing. Even this channel that I've started was just to test it out, to test out what if I can do this. I started my channel so that I can start creating videos, and then I start posting it on there. And I call it Began in London, because it began in London. This whole thing, I just thought, let me start in London. Let me start this channel, this travel content creation in London. And then by doing that, it started growing, and then I started having ideas, and I started thinking, okay, let me start now creating long forms videos. And then yeah, even this vlog right now, I'm testing this out. Me walking around with this camera, because I invested in this camera and I wanted to try it out and really do something with it. And it's light, and it's meant to be a really good video, a really good camera for vlogging and creating videos. And I thought, let me do it. Let me go out there and do it. So this is exactly what I'm doing with it. And I wanted to see if I'm good in front of the camera, that if I can ad-lib and just go about and talk and get involved in events and immerse myself in experiences and capture it. Because in the past, whenever I would go to events or anything like that, I always felt that I was missing out when I wasn't capturing it. And because I want to show people the events that I'm talking about. And so really, the whole point is also that, first of all, it's memories for myself, but it's also to inspire other people to go out there themselves and travel and see what's out there. And so far, I've done that. I mean, I've created lots of videos, and I'm getting comments and likes and people saying like, wow, and they're saving it so that they could visit those places themselves. And that's the whole point of it. It's great for that. Let me show you this now. We're in front of Tate Modern again, but this is Corner, which is a lovely coffee place where you could also eat food. It's lovely in there. It's new. But I have to say, I flipped the camera just because I could see people approaching, and I felt self-conscious. Okay. And so, yeah, and even the live streams that I'm doing is the same thing. It's allowing people to see what's out there, and I'm showing them London, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that I can make a difference and allow people who can't travel. There's a lot of people who can't travel themselves, and they won't get to see those places unless I show them, or someone else who does the same thing as me can show them. And this is what I want to be doing, really. I want to add value in that way. And the way that I can do it is by creating lots of videos and documenting somewhere that I'm going to, And I feel that that's my way to be able to communicate and help people to live their best life. Even for if I can inspire someone to just pick up their cameras and start vlogging, or inspire someone to look into a next trip and organize something, inspire someone to start traveling on their own, anything like that, then my goal would have been achieved, really. And that's what I want to keep on doing. I am now 40. I started when I was 20, and I still feel like a 20-year-old, to be very honest, but with 20 years of experience. And right now I'm actually creating all of this and documenting all this for myself as a legacy, so that I can even look back and think, wow, I've come a long way. And I have to say, I have. So far so good. You know, like for the last 20 vlogs, I've really improved on how I'm vlogging and how confident I am now to be able to walk around knowing that there are people around me, knowing that they are probably watching me. But now I'm no longer as self-conscious as I used to be when I first started. And you could see my progress from the 30 vlog series that I've created. But the whole point is, this whole journey, for anyone who wants to start a YouTube channel or any projects that they have in mind, when you start, it's not going to be perfect, and you are not going to know exactly if it's good or not. Even if you start a business, you're not going to know exactly if it's the right thing that you're doing or anything like that, because at first, when you, in this case, if you post something, it can be quiet, like no views, no comments, nothing. And then you're thinking, wow, I've put a lot of effort into that, but nothing. But you have to keep going. You have to keep going. And you know what? After a few weeks or a few days or a few months, you can start getting views and likes for those old videos. And you get subscribers, which is great. And then that's something that I never thought could happen. Sorry, I lost my train of thought just because I could hear someone behind me. So even though, like I say, it's not going to be perfect, because I'm still in my series of vlogs where I can practice and do anything and say whatever and try things out and see if it works out or not. It freed me, and it allowed me to think, okay, I'm going to go out there and talk about this, because honestly, the whole day I was really thinking, what can I talk about? And I tried to put like bullet points. I tried to put a subject, and I thought, okay, I have to have a subject in mind before I go filming, and then I'm going to put bullet points, and I'm going to try to put the points and be professional and be this and that. And then I just thought, you know what? No, because I'm documenting this thing. I want to document and show you that actually it's not as easy as that. Even if you are listening to advice of people who are doing well now as a YouTuber, telling you do this and this and that, it's not as straightforward as that. Because honestly, I was listening to them saying exactly that. You have to have bullet points, you have to have a subject, and this and that. But I had no idea where to start. What bullet points do I want to have, and what subject should I talk about? And then I just thought, and what if the subject is not even interesting? Who is going to really watch? Or am I going to waste time with this? Because as I was trying to find the bullet points, I felt that I was wasting time. I just thought, this is not flowing to me. I'm not passionate about what I'm trying to think of. And this is when I remembered, look, this journey, it began in London. What is it about? It's about my journey as a travel content creator, because this journey began in London, and this is what I am documenting. So while I'm talking, I'm going to show you, because this is gorgeous. Like the sunset, look at the view. It's just beautiful. So yeah, and as I was saying, it is a journey, like everything else. Any project that you have in mind, or if you want to start your own YouTube channel. It is a journey. You're not going to start doing amazingly right away. You're not going to start and go viral right away, which I don't recommend going viral anyway, because that makes you doubt yourself after that, because then you don't even know what to do. And I've created a video about that where I had a video that went sort of viral that on TikTok. So I'll put it up here. And yeah, it could make you freeze. So what you want is just to start slowly and just allow yourself to make mistakes. Yeah, that's it. You want to allow yourself to make mistakes because that's how you learn. So you cannot just keep, if you are doing something right, it's like a child when they are doing something right at first at school, when they're very young, and the teacher thinks that, oh, he's doing so great, wow, you're doing so well, and then things comes easy for them. They are doing well, they are doing well, but to be fair, as a child, the task that they have to do is quite easy. And then when things become a bit difficult, then they're not used to not hearing, wow, you're doing well. If they're not doing well, it becomes difficult, they're not doing well, and then the teacher or the parent are not going to tell them you're doing well anymore because they're not. Or they're going to try to say, well, okay, you didn't do as well as before. And then it's difficult. It becomes difficult. You don't cope with that because you're so used to doing well. So that's why, in a way, it's best not to do well at first. It's best to start slow, have small progress, and observe and see how things go and actually have a feel for it. And I think right now that's where I am. I have no idea, like I say, exactly what to do next. I am unsure at times of what I'm doing. And in fact, sometimes when I see progress, I'm very happy. Like, for example, having reached 102 subscribers now, that is a big milestone for me. In fact, I'm going to post a post about that because it is a milestone and I have to celebrate that. But you see, sometimes when you reach something, it's reached, and then you feel that, okay, so what's next? What should I do next? And that's exactly what happened. I reached 102, and instead of going, wow, well done, you've done great, and look at you going, like, keep going. This is working. Just keep it going. I started doubting myself, feeling like, oh, so what should I do next? But I have no idea what I'm doing, and they're gonna know, and they're gonna unsubscribe, and they're going to. But the truth is, you have to keep going no matter what, because it's like climbing a mountain. It is hard, but unless you keep going, you're not going to reach the top. So even if it gets difficult, you're not going to just go, it's difficult now, let me just grab my stuff and walk back down because I can see that it's going to be difficult. So unless you really want it, you're not going to get to it, because if you don't really want it, then you will most probably give up and go back down. If you don't, for example, if all your friends are deciding to go up that mountain, but you didn't really want to, then you start walking up and you realize that actually this is way too difficult and I don't actually want to do this, then obviously then you could come back down. But if you really want it, then you have to keep going, because otherwise you've just wasted all that time of training, all that time of buying equipment, working to buy equipment and all of that, and getting ready for it. So the point of this vlog today was simply to say that, really, first of all, was to say thank you so much. I've reached that milestone. I'm very happy. And instead of beating myself up for not knowing exactly what to do next, I'm going to celebrate instead and tell myself, look back and tell myself that, look, you started this 9 months ago. I started this in January. My channel, I started it way before, I think it says 2018, but really I started this YouTube channel as it began in London to become a travel content creator in January. And in 9 months, this is what I've achieved so far. I realized that if I want to do this full time, I have to really commit to do this full time. So far, I realized that I'm doing it sort of part time. So posting twice a day may not be enough. I have to create a bit more, or do a bit more, or be even more consistent, perhaps. but this is what I'm trying to find out and figure out. As I'm going along the way, this is what I'm going to learn, really. I'm going to carry on and see what works. I'm going to tweak things and change things and carry on studying, because that is the whole point. Studying what I'm learning and put it into action, what I'm learning and listening to, because that's also very important. I've realized that sometimes I'm watching a lot of videos, and I'm sure a lot of us are guilty of it. We want to be doing things, and then we tend to watch everything that there is to know about a subject or something we want to do, but in the end, we do nothing about it, because we just watch, we save the video, we like it, and then that's it. We carry on with what we were doing before. So we do have to put in practice what we learn. And so, but this is all part of this journey. And I do hope you found value in today's vlog. I again want to say thank you so much. Thank you very much for all the subscribers so far. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your engagement, your comments, your feedback. So far, they've been very positive, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you. And I do want to improve, get better at this. I want to travel a lot more. I want to be able to do this full time, as I said, and let's see how it goes. And thank you so much for following my journey so far. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.